I don't know if you meant to dunk these biscuits, but we're gonna dunk it. What a plot twist, never saw that coming. This tea is gonna taste so weird at the end of all this.
Oh no!
With the reputation of a rich tea, I just expected more, you know? Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. If you're new around here, I'm Yvette and I moved to the UK in May last year and I'm documenting my experiences. One of the most important parts of British culture is tea and biscuits. So I was having tea the other day and I was in a discussion at work and we were all arguing over what the best biscuit for tea is. So I thought, why don't I go out, get all of the popular ones and do the definitive final test and know once and for all what the best tea biscuit is. Biscuit tea? Tea biscuit. Biscuit tea. Tea biscuit. I've made my tea. And I've gone out to Tesco and I've bought rich tea biscuits, digestives, custard creams, bourbons, and hobnobs. These were the popular ones in the discussion. So I've had some of these before. I haven't had a rich tea and I haven't had a custard before. So I'm excited to try those. I'm having a Yorkshire tea because that's the best tea. Everyone can fight me on it. And yeah, so we're gonna dig in. I think I'll start with the rich tea because it has tea in the name. I'm gonna try it without the tea and then with the tea because not all meant for dunking, you know what I mean? They might just be better without the dunk. Feels kind of thin. I was expecting this to be a bit like an arrowroot biscuit we have at home, but we'll see. It tastes like an arrowroot biscuit, but a bit thinner, not as quite as like, I don't know, crumbly. And we'll dunk it. So you do that game and you see how long you can like keep it in the water for. Or keep it in the tea for before it breaks off, and then whoever wins wins. Did we win the game? We won. I prefer it without the dunk. It's quite plain. The tea doesn't really add much flavour to it, which I thought it might do. It doesn't drop in though, which is always good. So a bit underwhelmed, not the most. With the reputation of a rich tea, I just expected more, you know? So I did finish it. So I'll cleanse my palate. I'm gonna try a Bourbon. Someone tell me how to say it, because I'm definitely saying it wrong. So we're gonna so I've had a bourbon before, but I've never dunked it, and that seemed weird. But people were telling me that's what they did, so I was like, all right, but they might just be pranking me, so who knows. So we'll dunk it. How long? This tea is gonna taste so weird at the end of all this. Okay, I'm on board. That's amazing. Okay, Bourbons are a bit malty and a bit chocolatey. So people often pick them up thinking they're gonna be like a brownie and they're not. But when you dunk them in tea, they are. That's I think I may have peaked too early. This might be my favorite. That is 1,000 times better in tea. Oh my gosh. Yes. Oh my God. That literally goes from like, I don't know, a 6 out of 10 to like a 9 out of 10 in flavor profile. Amazing. Whereas it's funny because the rich tea was the opposite. It was like better without the tea, in my opinion. What a plot twist. Never saw that coming. Did you notice my mug? I got it when I was in Scotland. You're like lifting the kilt when you drink. I thought it was quite cute and not as tacky as some mugs can get. So that was a risky one to dunk and it paid off. That's why you never know. So I'm gonna go with a Digestive, which is my old faithful. For the sake of science, you can't not include it. I'm gonna compare it to a rich tea. So far, I think it's bigger and it feels more solid than a rich tea. Depending on your mug though, it might not fit, look at that. Oh yeah, it actually doesn't. You see that? Oh my gosh. Digestives are so much better than rich tea. Rich tea doesn't deserve its reputation. The digestives seem to have more like baking soda in it. It makes it a bit more like a nicer texture, not as crunchy and hard. It's more like a shortbread, which I prefer. So good because it absorbs, because it's like a bit more flaky, it absorbs all the moisture a bit better. This one's, yeah. So far rich, I started with the worst, turns out. I'm gonna be so full after this. I'm filming this on a Sunday morning because I thought, nice cozy video, get my robe on, get all my biscuits out, put a nice start to the day. So I thought, next one we'll try custard creams. Now, I've never had a custard cream before, so I'm gonna do a before and after. I like the picture of it though, it's quite decorative. All the little piping. The print, I guess no one's piping it at this day and age, but it's cool. I have had a lemon crisp. It's a thing in Australia. It's like, looks like this, but it's all lemony, and it's quite nice. So that's where I'm going with the expectation. I have no idea. I think there's something similar to this in Australia. It's not completely foreign to me. The biscuit's very crunchy. Okay. But it is only creams, so it should be okay. So we're gonna dunk it. I don't know if you're meant to dunk these biscuits, but we're gonna dunk it. Oh, that's really good. It's better in tea. Because, okay, this is my new theory. I have one more to check, but that taste, once again, goes from like a, I think that was maybe like a 3-4 out of 10 to like 8 out of 10. That's really good in tea. Ooh, so much nicer. Got one more. We have one more. We're gonna do Hobnobs. Because I wasn't getting enough of a sugar rush from all this, I just got to get the Hobnobs with the chocolate on the back, because what are we all doing? Now Hobnobs, I don't know the history of a Hobnob, but they're actually quite reminiscent of an Anzac biscuit, which is an Australian biscuit they made during the war. Anzac is like Australia, New Zealand, something, see. But it's like basically made from what was left over from the rations from the war, so that's what it's from. And this is what that reminds me of. But these come with chocolate on the back, and that's better, so that wins already. Well, this just fits in my mug, and my tea is getting quite low at the moment. I like that the chocolate melts on the back, that's cool. It's not bad. I'm gonna have to do a bit without the tea on it, because it's been a while since I had a hobnob. Okay, interesting. Not what I would have thought. So very interesting. My official opinion on the hobnob. The hobnob, I don't love it. It's been the only biscuit so far that has been worse in tea. And the reason I don't like it in the tea, yes, the chocolate melts, that's good. However, because it's like an Anzac biscuit, it's made from like bits and pieces of random ingredients like oats and that, and it's not like flour. So it has a bit of a gritty texture, which when you dip it in the tea and make it soggy, only amplifies that grittiness in that biscuit. So I'm like, I don't love that weird consistency. I don't think the tea adds any flavor. Does make the chocolate melt, that's a plus, but other than that, it's better on its own, so it's not the ultimate tea biscuit. The ultimate tea biscuit has to be one that is good in the tea and outside the tea. One to be complementary, has to be both. So the official ranking in 5th place, the one who I would never have with a cup of tea, and I would be appalled if you served it to me. I'm joking, don't get offended. Hobnobs, what are you doing? Can't dunk you, so what are you even with it? Your texture's too gritty, not into it. So I didn't think that was gonna be the case. I thought I had my last place well set, but that is last. So then in 4th place, controversially, the rich tea. Rich tea has had its reputation. Rich tea has its whole reputation based on being a tea biscuit, and yet it is the most underwhelming biscuit for tea. More bland in a tea, which I don't understand how that happened. And then it gets good sogginess, that's good, that's a plus, but other than that, it's basically just a crappy version of a digestive. I don't know how it's gotten this far. My top 3 were all very good. I would not be offended if any of these came to my tea party. I'm gonna say in 3rd place, Bourbons. I know I said it was amazing. It is. That's just how tough the competition is for the top 3 spots. It's a good biscuit on its own, and it is better in tea. But would I ever think of it to complement tea on its own? I think it's more of an independent woman. It can do its own thing. It knows what it is. It can be with tea, it cannot be with tea. It's not tied down to the tea. It can do what it wants. Now we're up to our top 2 places, so we're gonna find out in 1st place what the number 1 biscuit is to have with tea. Definitively, this is the official video, no take backs. The official answer is Digestive. It's a classic, you can't go wrong. No one's gonna be offended if you give them a Digestive. It's good in tea, it's good out of tea, but if you're having it, you could feel like, oh, I could go a tea. Do you know? If you eat a Bourbon, you're not sitting there going, I wish I had a tea right now. If you had a Digestive, you'd be like, oh, you know what would go well with this? A tea. And that's why it's the number 1 biscuit for tea. And then in 2nd place, honorable mention, is the custard creams, because they should only be served with tea because they're not very good on their own. They're okay, they're not bad, but like competition's hard here, guys. But they still got 2nd place because they're so much better in tea that I think that should be the only time they're served. You should, if you're eating a custard cream, go have a tea because you'll have a better experience. But you've heard my opinion, but this isn't a tea-tatorship, it's a teaocracy. So let's get a different opinion. Daniel, do you want to be in a video? Can you, just for like my own knowledge, try a rich tea? Because these are like the famous ones, but I think the Digestive's better. Go.
Okay. They're really good actually.
You prefer them?
No, I prefer the Digestive.
Yeah, that's
good.
right.
They got like this maltiness to it.
Nah.
It reminds me of something.
Digestives are better.
They remind me of that Arnott's Aussie biscuit.
Yeah? Arrowroot.
Milk arrowroot.
I said that.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's a milk arrowroot.
Can you try this? Because you've had a Bourbon before. Try it with the tea.
Okay, that's damn good.
How much better is that?
Yeah, it
with
needs to be dunked. It needs to be dunked. It's good on its own, but it needs to be dunked.
No, you want to know what needs to be dunked?
That's not what I thought it looked like.
No, try it non-dunked. Take just like a nibble.
Okay.
And then dunk it. Okay, that's a nibble is half the biscuit. Rate it out of 10. Be harsh, it's fine.
They're pretty good. I do like that. Give it an 8.
An 8? You're so nice. I said a 4.
Any biscuits are like automatically a 6.
Okay, whatever.
So,
dunk it and then tell me what you think.
Wow.
That's a different biscuit.
It like completely changes the flavour. What, too rough?
Fine, you want a hot dog? Try a hobnob.
Yeah, I'll have half a hobnob.
Right.
It doesn't have that much flavour to it.
I don't like the texture.
Yeah.
Because it's got all that weird like Anzac flavour biscuit texture. Nah, that was my least favourite. Hobnobs, no flavour, no texture. I'm out. You tell me what you think, I'll tell you what I said. Official Daniel ranking.
Alright, this is quite hard because they're all really good biscuits. Hobnobs are in 5th. They're a clear failure of a dunking biscuit. Sorry to Mr. Hobnob. Mr. McVitie, who does the others as well. So
I think he's doing fine, judging from this.
Rich tea brought me good memories.
Maybe pick them up because they can't see this.
Yeah, rich tea brought me good memories, but it didn't have that much flavour to it. And it's a bit thin, so it will fall apart quite easily.
That's what I said, it was too thin.
Too thin for a Dunkin'. Don't think so.
Oh my god, we're the same person. This is so cute.
In 3rd, I'm gonna put the custard cream. It's kind of a newbie for me, and I did like it. 3rd is not a bad ranking. So it was just good. It was just good. And then in 2nd, I'm gonna put the bourbon cream. Bourbon cream was like massively enhanced from being dunked, and it's a good dunker. It is good. It was a great biscuit. But in 1st, I have to go with the classic Digestives. Has loads of flavour, and it's pretty unoffensive. And
that's why it's the ultimate tea biscuit. Thank you, Daniel. You agree with me?
I agree with that. Now you got to do the opposite. You got to have a plate of Digestives and 5 different teas, and work out what the best tea. So
I thought it would be fun to make this competition. I don't know about you, but I always try and get my biscuit as soggy as possible, but you don't want to lose the game by having it snap off into your tea. So it's whoever can keep it in their tea the longest without losing it.
You're up against a pro here. I hope you know that. So I'm gonna use, I say Digestive because that's the ultimate tea biscuit. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Leave it. It's yours. I'm in. Mine just takes up the whole. Alright. Yeah, I'm done. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! And I win both! That's humiliating. Oh, it snapped off. You can still have your biscuit, but I'm definitely the winner. Cheers. I'll still drink it. Do anyone cheers tea? I'll still drink the tea. Thank you for your help. No problem. I'm gonna take my tea. I'm gonna take the Digestives. Okay. Bye. Alright. I've had too many biscuits anyway. So there we have it. Now we have the answer to what is the ultimate tea biscuit. It is the Digestives. Old Faithful, can't go wrong. Always be sure to serve them at all of your high teas. Hopefully you liked this video. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Tell me in the comments below what your favorite biscuit to have with tea is. Obviously it's a very personal preference, but I think I've done extensive testing and we all know the answers now. Tell me if you agree, and my shout out of the week this week is Lydia Smith. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to be the shout out of the week like Lydia, all you have to do is share this video on your social media and make sure to tag me however you would like to. But yes, thank you so much, Lydia. Don't forget to hit subscribe and the bell so I can see you next time. Also, I'm coming up relatively soon
on 10k subs, which is an absolute dream. Give me any ideas of what I can do to celebrate, because I want to do something special, but I don't know what. So more than happy to take requests, also suggestions. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Bye.